Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, and when last we left off we continue to explore the Woodland Plains, and we found a sixth companion, Sagani the Ranger.
I'm here.
Now there are two people that sneak about and strike from the shadows.
Certainly.
Admittedly, Lyrin has a gun and Sagani uses a bow. But that doesn't mean that she's any less deadly than we are. Speaking of Sagani, let's have a chat with her. Sagani draws up beside you, her fox following at her heels, and takes a seat next to you.
Even if you are putting one over on me, it's nice to have a hunting party again.
Sounds like you've been gone from home a long time.
5 years for me. Must be 30-something for Ichimak.
Hearing its name, the fox looks up. What an adventure.
It certainly started out that way.
Oh, that weariness.
It's been a long hunt. A long time away from my family. Before, I'd crossed the tundra of Nasitok following caribou herds. I didn't want to leave Kalu and our children, but I was eager to visit lands my people rarely do. But 5 years without finding him. It's like 2 hours of necking. I'm ready to be done with it.
Why do you have to find Persok?
Soul recovery is an old village tradition. We call it the Tarnek Elitsak. Once in a generation, we seek the soul of a much respected and long dead village elder. We tell him what's changed in the village, how people remember him. The only other Tarnek Elitsak during my lifetime happened when I was a girl, not long after Persok died. We feasted on blubber and fermented milk for a week, and we honored the chosen huntress as a hero. Then she left, and we returned to our duties. We still sang her name to the skies during festival season, but we otherwise didn't speak of her.
People often forget what isn't in front of them. She frowns. I think of that frequently.
It's not being forgotten by my village that troubles me, but sometimes I wonder how my husband and children remember me, if they think of me often.
Of course they do. They must. I would like to believe it, and yet, sometimes days go by and I realize that they have not crossed my thoughts. Such days are rare, but they happen. She looks away, tugging at the strap of her quiver. It shames me to think of it, but more than that, it scares me.
Still, there's no point in dwelling on it. More often I find myself wondering whether Persok will remember us. You claim to see souls. What do you think? Do you remember your past lives?
In fragments, I do. She leans a hairbreadth closer. Really? What's it like? It's strange. Feels like I'm going crazy most of the time. She sits back. I don't envy you. I guess I'm lucky I only have to worry about someone else's past life.
Makes me wonder what Persok remembers about our village. Or if a turn at the wheel has yanked the details out of his mind like it does for most of us.
What would you tell him about your village?
Masuk is probably much the same as it was 100 years ago. We live between tundra and frozen forests, and the land takes as much as it gives. But our hardships bring us together. And the elders truly unite us. They keep the stories of past generations, and they guide us from season to season, through good years and lean.
Imatak brushes against her hip, and she scratches his head. Recently, there's been a lot of good years. My aunt says we've had few clashes with neighbouring villages thanks to the hunting territories that Persok helped establish. In bad years, we rely on trade with the merchants that pass our shores. We exchange walrus tusks and seal pelts for grains that last us the hard winters. Persok broke a lot of those agreements too. She holds up the bear figurine. He got this one from the Yamara ships that used to trade with us. Masuk must be a tight-knit village.
As family.
Her voice grows quiet when she says that. She shoves the Ardra bear back into her caribou skin pack. Sounds like you're on the hunt of your own, though. You feeling the thrill of a chase? Or ready for this to be over? I enjoy the adventure, actually. Every day brings something new. It's just the other bits I don't like. She smiles. Refreshing indeed. She rises and stretches, looking around. Might as well keep moving while we got some daylight. I'd like to talk more if you're up for that. What's on your mind? Oh, there's a lot I can talk about. I want to know about your homeland, if you don't mind. Nasitag? She rubs her nose with one broad finger. It's a big island in the middle of the Deadfire archipelago, just off the coast of the White that Wends. Tundra mostly, with a few snow-covered forests in the warmer parts. Most of us live in fairly small villages, by standards here anyway. Mine is Massac. What's Nasitag like? She shrugs. Cold, but not as cold as the White that Wends. The few kith who visit Nasitag find it sparse. But there's plenty to sustain a village if you know where to look. She ticks the items off on her calloused fingers. We've got hides and meat from caribou, seals and small whales, bone too, which makes fine bows and arrowheads. Community's important to us. We survive or perish together, so everything we do, every week-long hunt, every wall we build, is for the village. Who lives there? Mostly Enutanic, like me. People here call us boreal dwarfs. Migratory clans of Glamfathom from the White that Wends sometimes spend the colder seasons on Nasitag, but we don't see too many other foreigners who can tolerate the elements. She pats a weather-bronzed arm. Those of us born in Nasitag like to say we have a hardy layer of seal skin just beneath our flesh. Tell me more about Massac. We're a tundra village. To an outsider's eye, we're probably not much different from the others around us, but our elders have stories that go back hundreds of years. Epic hunts, battles with neighbouring villages, sojourns across the sea. We share these stories too. That's all. She nods. What else is on your mind? We might as well talk about everything. What did you do back in Nasitag? I'm a long hunter. I stalk game across the tundra with some of the other wives. We usually hunt caribou and oxen, but we find hares and birds too. It's a good and respected position. To see so much of Nasitag in the company of my friends and sisters. This is one of the pleasures of life in Massac. Tell me about Itamak. She scratches behind her ear. A good hunter, but not much of a talker, and that's been fine by me. When we hunt in Nasitag, we almost always bring our foxes with us. They help us track and flush game, and they're fearless defenders against the bears and snow leopards. Clever Itamak has always been my favourite. He wags his bushy tail. You have family back in your village, then? Of course. We'd never send a woman who hasn't had a chance to find a mate and have a couple of children of her own. Tell me about your children. I've had 5. Yakona, Estuya, Najor, Anik, and Malak. Estuya and Anik died young in long, lean winters. Malak was barely talking when I left. She scrapes a thumbnail on the handle of a hunting knife. He probably won't know me when I get home. She frowns, her hand falling from a knife. Even in Nasitag I spend most of my time on the hunt, but then it's easier to relish the hunt when I know I've seen my family enjoying our kill. And what's your husband like? Kalu's a good man. He's raised our children well and built us a strong home while I've been away on hunts. Our parents chose us for one another when we were still young. Not the way things are usually done here, but ours chose well. She smiles. We came to appreciate each other as helpmates first, then friends, and then... You know how it goes. There's a hint of a blush below a stripe of face paint. We're not going to ask this one. Let's ask about this. I'm curious about your search for Persoc. I'll tell you what I can, but Tarnak-Isatag pilgrimages mine are rare. Are elders usually reborn so far from the village? Most often they return somewhere in Nasitag, a member of another village, or they're reborn among the Glanfathon of the White that Wends. Even so, it's hard to say about the usual. Rashiba's grin crinkles her eyes. When my grandfather was a boy, the elder came back as a polar bear, the huntress chosen for the task had to recite half of her village deeds while running from the beast. Her expression sobers. Even then, there have been journeys longer than mine, some last decades, and my huntress doesn't always return. How did you get picked to come search for Persoc? She grins. Another old village tradition. The elders watched the caribou migrations and cast seal bones to determine the right time for this journey. When the omens were determined, all the village wives drew shark teeth. We're the ones that go away to hunt and fish, so we're the best suited for a task like this. Anyway, I grabbed a little tooth. She frowns. Travelling so far is a rare privilege for us, but as you can see, the journey can always be unpredictable. What are your thoughts on my search? It helps to know what you're hunting. You've got a lot of tracks to follow, but where they'll lead is anyone's guess. Let's move on. And with that,
I'm here.
we will carry
I'm
on
the trail.
skulking and hunting. Now this is the
Hey.
direction that leads towards
Yes?
that group of forest lurkers. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. This is leading to an elevated position. There's a third one in this area. So what's over here that's worth discovering?
Hey,
I don't know.
I'm here.
Hopefully treasure. More likely an encounter. There haven't been a lot of... Ah, there's another lion.
I'm here.
Okay. Your range is that.
I'm here.
My range is about the same.
hey,
So, if we have a little line here.
how may I help?
So
Hey.
you go here, you go here, you go here, and then I
Yes?
want you there,
Yes?
and you there. Do need a little gap so that we can disengage.
Following your lead.
I'm here.
And then we sneak together. You get a shot off
I'm
first.
here.
Brave
And then you... Oh, there's multiple of them. And a lioness as well.
Ready,
Okay,
Watcher.
back up. Move forward.
Hey,
You're going to need this active as well. And you're going to have to move forward.
how may I help?
Okay, this one's going to be a little bit
Following
tricky.
your lead.
But we should be okay.
Hey,
Oh, we should be okay. Excellent. Right.
yes?
You start blasting here. You
Yes.
start shooting. Oh, a little bit
Hey.
of a problem. That line. No, no, no. You've managed to distract. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I need you to target here. You also have this. Excellent. So you do that.
I'm here.
And this one will be very much dead soon. Oh yes, they'll be absolutely dead. You do that. Need you to blast here. That's one lion down. So, you go there, you go there. Is that 2 lions down? No, no. It is 2 lions down. Huh. I wasn't expecting them to be taken
Following
out so
your
quickly. Won't say no. And there we go. We are victorious. Fantastic. And we'll grab these lion hides. And we'll go
I'm
back
here.
to sneaking.
I'm on the trail.
I like having 2 rangers. Oh, that's not good though. What's this? Waves are roughly chiseled in the stone. They grasp at Ondra's beloved moon like curling fingers. And here we have Hearth Harvest. Ooh. This hunting hatchet has a leather-wrapped wooden handle and a silvered blade covered in finely etched flames. When the blade is coated in the blood of prey or an opponent, the etchings glow a fiery gold, roaring to life. Even at rest, the hatchet smells faintly of smoke and charred flesh. Interesting. You're using a hatchet, aren't you? Yes, you are! Well, I can give you that. We can put this away, and while I'm thinking about it, don't we have a... That is a stiletto. This is classed as a dagger. Do we have a dagger that we could give you? No, we don't have any fancy daggers, but still, that's a nice item to give you. Nice item.
I'm here.
Let's look around here a bit more, just in case there's something else. I doubt there's going to be... Ooh. There is that. That's probably where the lions came from. That's probably where the lions came from. So the only place we have left to explore now is this middle bit. And then we're pretty much done with this area. Pretty much done. Yep, nothing there. So let's wind our way over here. Also, because
Yes?
Sagani joined us recently, they don't have the resting bonuses that we have. Makes sense. So, the only place we have left to look at is here. This is when we bump into 500 forest lurkers. Not likely. Not likely.
I'm here.
Okay, you.
Ready, Watcher.
And you.
I'm here. I'm
Lower
on
the
the
new
trail.
stealth. And we will keep moving forward. Any nice things here? Oh, there is something. That something is some St. Giron's horn.
Hey,
You move over here. Now we are...
I'm here.
we're joining up with this bit. So, we can now get a good look at this group. The final encounter of the area. There haven't been any quests here, apart from the quest that Sagani gave us. Sagani has more health than we do, I'll note. What are her stats like compared to us? So, 15, 12, 11, 17, 13, 10. We have a fair bit more might. We have a lot more dexterity. But she has slightly more perception and more intelligence. Does that make her a better
Yes.
ranger than us? No.
Hey.
Does it make her a different
Absolutely.
ranger? Yes. So, there's one, there's two. Oh, there's a lot
I'm
of them.
here.
There are 4 trolls. Okay, this might be pretty difficult. But I think we can deal with this.
hey,
If we have you there, you there, you there.
how may I help?
What is a wall of fire like? You can just cast this whenever. That's got a long range.
Following your lead.
You there,
What?
you here.
Yes?
A little concerned about
I'm
this.
here.
But you're
Ready, Watcher.
within range. You're within range there too. So, we have you here,
Yes?
and... Aha! You fired? Back up. You shot?
Ready, Watcher.
Back up.
Yes?
Ready? Oh yes, do this. Do this now. Ha-ha! Fire! Would you like to move through that? I don't
here.
think you would, but you're going to. Oh, that's some fire. Right, we are
How may I
not
help?
done though. You also have the wounding
I'm
shot.
here.
How may I
Got to
help?
keep that in mind. We don't want another one of these, but we do want a fireball. Right now. Boom! Okay, forest trolls are not doing very well. Have you attack here. You move forward. You do that. I need you to do that. And I need you to do this as you charge forward. It shouldn't take you that long to deal with that one. Okay. You're going to do some buffs. We need Armor of Faith. You're also going to shoot here. And you're going to keep doing that. Okay, that's been done. Next buff. We're going to want this one. And you're going to blast right here. Boom! Oh, that's a nasty spell. Oh, I like that spell. That spell's really good. The power that was there. The power. Okay, you might as well do that. And you do this. Okay, now we can... We don't have any more of them, but we do have... Oh, don't have any uses of this left. I wonder why. Either way, you can just do this now. There. This. Oh! There's a small flame blight here. Well, good news! We have distraction worms! Aha! One here, and one here. That one's nearly gone, though. That one is absolutely nearly gone. So,
I'm here.
change your focus. I need you to do this here. you're immune to that. I don't know why I tried that. Do that instead. You start doing this. You do that. And I need you to do this. Just to make us all a little bit heartier. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. Can you attack the Flame Blight? Okay, Flame Blight's gone. Never mind. Now it's just a couple of trolls. Did I overestimate this encounter? Yeah, I did. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not.
Hey.
Always treat every encounter as a serious one. Okay, I think the encounter is over. Yes, it is. Excellent. So, all of them can go there. And we did get a bit of experience.
I'm here.
Were they guarding anything of importance, or was it just, here's an encounter? Let's have a look. Doesn't seem like there's anything. Doesn't seem like there's anything at all. Nope. Just a bit of countryside. That's fine. That is fine. What I need to do now is consider where we're going to go from here, because this map is pretty much done. We could go this way, but we could also go this way to Stormwall Gorge. That is absolutely the way of plot. Like, 100% the way of plot. I want to see...
I'm here.
Oh, we missed something. I want to see what Stormwall Gorge is like. Let's go over there. I bet we could survive there. And this is when we cannot, in fact, survive there. Could be the case. Oh yes, before I do this though, I do want to go to the edge of this map so that I can reveal the way to get there. So in theory I could travel from the place I'm going to next time right over to the bridge. And all I need to do is click here. Okay, we can now go there, but we're not going to go there. When we come back, folks, we're going to go east instead. Head over to this area and see what exciting stuff awaits us as the game goes, no, you cannot in fact go this way. You have to go another way. I wonder if with Sagani I could take on the end of the 8th level of Odd Newer. I might be able to, but we're going to wait on that. We're going to wait on that. And away we come back, folks, exploring the countryside of the Deerwood once again. Heading to new locales, finding new friends, collecting new things. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.